Hello.
Oh.
You could take a seat. You can open your task.
Draw the best picture of Skyler using your non-dominant hand. While drawing this picture, you must maintain an engaging conversation with Skyler. You have until the conversation is over, which is approximately 10 minutes. Your conversation starts now.
So how are you doing?
I'm good, just doing all these tasks. I got stuck on beef and checking it for 5 seconds or 5 hours, but other than that, we're good.
Mm-hmm. Do you like the rainy and windy weather we're having?
No, I hate it. I hate everything. My mom actually texted me and she was like, how's your weather? I heard it's bad in SF. Is it bad for you guys? And I was like, no, we have some wind and rain, but it's not too bad.
Do you believe in sports? Which one?
You mean like the existence of sports, like as a thing, or like as a social institution? Like, I mean, all sports are socially constructed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So technically, no sports exist because
They're all
it's
made
all
up.
it's all a social construction. Everything's a social construction. Race is a social construction. Gender is a social construction.
I see.
No erasure here. I'm also using a pen, so I physically cannot erase.
All the trendy young people these days like jumping jacks. Do you like to jump jack?
My name's not Jack, first of all. My name is Felicia. How dare you? And I don't know, if you give me a person named Jack, I guess I could jump them.
If you had
Depends how rich they are, though. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. But
if you had the choice to jump on Jack or someone else, what would you choose?
That's a loaded question, actually. I think given the choice to jump on Jack, depends who the someone else is, really, because like, what if the someone else is like my grandma? I don't want to jump on my grandma. That's kind of mean.
That's
don't you
true.
think? But I guess it would be Jack because I don't know the alternative, which is dangerous.
That makes sense.
If I knew the alternative, then maybe, but I don't.
By the way, can you make sure you capture everything about my outfit faithfully?
Fine, I guess. Okay. I really did all the effort to draw your eyes, and then you were just like, no, never mind.
If you had to remove one thing, though, would it be the glasses, my jacket, or a shoe?
I don't like this conversation. I don't like you asking me what article of clothing you should take off.
Okay. Should we move on then?
Yeah, please, let's. Oh, you have earrings. That's nice.
Would you say that you're fashionable?
Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you seen me? Please.
I'm just asking, am I? But your own opinion, you do think you're fashionable.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more fashionable to be late or to be early?
This is a hot take, but I'm going to say early because it's always fashionable to respect people's time. Always.
A good point. Compared to the other contestants, do you think that your drawing is on the fast side or the slow side?
Well, I don't know them, so I know them, but I don't know what they've been doing, so.
So you play the flute, right?
No, I'm kidding. Yes.
What's the hardest piece to play on the flute?
Either the Bear, I would say, or the Nielsen concertos. They're just very fast. But actually, if you like fast stuff, it's not that hard. If you're good at slower, more lyrical stuff, then I guess those are harder. But
I see.
I guess, yeah.
Do you think if you played the Ligeti piano concerto on the flute, it would be harder?
No, yes, definitely. I haven't listened to the Ligeti piano concerto. I'm sorry, I'm not a real musician. How
many students?
Why do you keep adding articles of clothing?
How many students are there at UC Berkeley?
Including graduate students?
Mm-hmm.
40,000, I would say.
Around 45,000, actually.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Mr. I need to be right on the money with my
Do you think there should be more students or less students, though?
definitely less. I think there should only be me at UC Berkeley. I think that it should just be like a private institution, but like when I say private, I mean private as in like me only.
I see. How many people are there in Bavlat, Gujarat, India?
Um, well, India's a big country, so I'm gonna hedge my bets and say like 4 million.
It's the same as UC Berkeley, 45,000.
Oh, okay, never mind. Wow, that's more than my hometown. Are there more hats?
When you decided to come to UC Berkeley, were there other places that were also on your list? Or were you just like, let's go to UC Berkeley?
Yeah, but they all rejected me.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm a reject. Stanford reject. Am I right?
If Yale accepted you, would you have gone there instead?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't be drawing this wonderful drawing of Skyler with my left hand right now.
That's true.
You should have made me draw it with my mouth. That would have been more fun.
It would have been interesting. Who do you think is going to win the tasks overall?
Well, I'm not supposed to spoil anything, so like I don't know if I can say. I signed an NDA. Skylar was very like, pushy about it. Weirdly so. I didn't read it. Maybe I should have read it. Oh God. Maybe he made me sign something sketchy.
How do you think you're going to do compared to everyone else?
Well, I can't really play the piano on account of having acrylic nails on. So like I'm not gonna do good at that, but I think I'm pretty good at drawing and also puzzle solving. Or I'm not good at puzzle solving, but like I'm good at not caring how long I take to solve a puzzle. So I think that might give me the edge in this endeavor.
Who is someone you'd like to see do this if we were to do another season in the future?
Tom Pan, definitely.
I see.
You have like a jack-o'-lantern mouth, by the way.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Not like in real life, in my drawing.
Light comes out of my mouth.
I declined to draw your teeth because I feel like that would make it worse. I usually don't draw teeth.
That makes sense. Would you say that wearing 2 pairs of glasses makes your vision doubly as good?
Yeah, definitely. It's like the transitive property, right? That's not what it is.
More is more.
The multiplicative property. You multiply, right?
Yeah, that's how that works. If hindsight is 2020, what is something in 2020 that you regret doing?
Causing the COVID-19 pandemic by eating a bat. Sorry, guys. I was patient 0, and it wasn't great.
So when you like caused it, you're like you didn't think it would be as big as it was.
No, I don't know why. Like, yeah, it kind of was a big deal. It kind of went viral, quite literally, and I didn't think it was gonna do that. So sorry, guys. I underestimated, the power of online banking. What?
Online banking. Do you think teaching little kids to argue with their parents?
I don't have an eraser. I'll just like. There's so many lines that you can't really tell what's what anymore.
I could just have big hair. Do you enjoy like teaching little kids how to argue with their parents?
Yeah, I think that they. Can I use both pens?
Yeah.
How do I? Huh? This pen doesn't work. Was this pen a red herring?
You have to twist it.
Oh, I can use my my dominant hand with the pen, right?
Yeah, you just have to draw with your non-dominant.
Oh, okay. What were you saying about little kids?
Do you enjoy teaching them how to argue with their parents?
Yeah, I don't enjoy not being able to watch them argue with their parents, but
Just
I enjoy
knowing.
it gives me satisfaction.
If Kaido asked you to be an intermission orchestra, would you?
Ha! No.
Very
Sorry,
cool.
Kaito.
Would you say that your musical life, such as like ensembles and classes, interferes at all with your personal life? Or would you say that the two coexist in a nice way?
I think they've started to meld a little bit now that I'm like friends with like the gang. So yeah, I guess by definition then they coexist.
I see.
You look kind of like Anna Wintour or a hippie in this drawing.
I don't know who the first is.
You don't know who Anna Wintour is? The legend, the queen, the icon herself?
Maybe I should educate myself a little more. Our conversation has ended. I'll allow you just a little bit of time if you want to do any final touches.
Okay.
But our time is almost up.
That's the trick, right? You just draw so many lines, no one can tell what line is what.
It's a good trick.
It's a good trick. If you draw 1,000 lines, at least one has to be right. That wasn't the right line, but who knows?
It's one of the 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to put your pen down and... Oh, you did it just then. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. You can leave now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.